tell me what to say.
Hello and welcome to another exciting new episode of Serious Nibbage with SBREBrown and
GourmetPens! I said GourmetPens, not GourmetPens.
You completely said GourmetPens. I heard it. You're not even wearing pants. Anyway, today we would talk about this pen, which was requested to
Thank
be
you for that.
covered in Serious Nibbage, and this is the Visconti
Visconti Divina. Desert
Divina.
Falls.
And I said springs in my review, but apparently this is the Falls. The Falls is a non-limited edition pen with a different filling system. We'll come back to that in a second.
Same finish though.
Same finish.
So it's...
Same pen, same size.
Anyway, yeah.
But non-limited.
What were your first impressions of this pen?
Well, I got this pen and I recall getting it in and being blown away by it. The material is nothing short of stunning. The Divina body, for those of you who are not familiar with it, it's hard to see in this pen is that it has twisted facets. I can try to show you, but it doesn't work so well. With this material, you don't see it so well. There are Divinas which have little rims of silver on it and stuff. And
like
you
the
can really
Elegance,
see the twirls,
right? Or something?
But yeah, something like that. But here, it's gorgeous. The size, it is the oversized Divina model, not the medium model. It's big, it's beautiful, and again, the material is stunning. So my first impressions were very positive.
Yeah, I would agree. I think it's beautiful. It's this deep red with pearlescent cream and veins of blue and white. It's just so... I mean... Sorry, that's kind of a weird description, I guess. It's beautiful. It's,
Well, veins of blue and white kind of makes it sound like a cheese.
Okay, well, no, but there's white veins surrounded by blue, and what it looks like is a desert with little springs running through it. So it kind of makes sense. And the enamel on the clip, yes, I know the clip is a love-or-hate thing, but the enamel is blue to match the blue on the body,
That's very cool.
which I think is quite lovely. So, and it also came with a 1.3 millimeter palladium stub nib. So, I mean, overall, when you consider my vanity and my affinity for broad nibs and for broads and stubbies, I had to say that.
She likes stubby broads.
This pen really floated me boat in that regard. So what makes it special?
Well, what makes it special, I guess, is the filling system. It's the pull and turn system, they call it.
Yeah, in my opinion, that doesn't make it special.
Well, I mean,
I
it's kind of fascinating. You pull this out and then you just screw it, but it's not really a piston so much as just a built-in converter. And when you unscrew the nib, you can see that. You can see the converter.
I think the finish makes it special.
Yeah, I think that's what... Well, I mean, this Visconti uses this filling system on some of the other pens too, but I
yeah,
do
but I'll
think,
rant about why I don't like it later.
Okay. I do think what makes it special is the model with those twisted swirls and indeed the finish. The material is absolutely groundbreakingly stunning.
Yeah, I think
so.
It's
I very much enjoyed it.
Yeah, what was your writing experience?
Writing experience was pretty good. That was the first time I'd used a Visconti.
Stub?
No, that was not the first. That was the first time I used a Palladium Visconti stub because I had used a what they call a Chromium 18 stub.
Smart Touch or something?
Yeah, the Smart Touch on the Opera Crystal, and this has the Dream Touch Palladium nib. It's a lot of cars.
Sorry.
So
we have to work with what we have.
yeah, we do. Not a professional studio. So very interesting writing experience. Very smooth. A little bit of spring to it, which is nice. Those Dream Touch nibs are fairly soft and.
No, it's on Dream Touch. Oh, is it?
Yeah, it
What
is.
is this? The Smart Touch?
Smart Touch.
Okay, so
yeah, we swap nibs on it.
Yeah.
So very nice, very pleasant, very smooth.
did you have to
good
adjust
writing.
that one?
I don't think I did. No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think I did. Didn't. I mean. Didn't
Okay.
adjust it.
Well, anyway,
What's your writing experience like?
well, my writing experience, if you did adjust it, which I can't recall, I've used it after everything was adjusted. So, but the 1.3 millimeter nib, the tine, what's interesting about it is the tines are long and they do thin out, which I think that's what makes it more soft.
Wendy was petting you.
Yeah, I noticed. I really enjoyed it. It is very smooth. I think the 1.3 is a nice size for still being able to use it, like daily, and
broad enough to give line variation.
Line variation, it's expressive, and especially with the softness, it's really enjoyable.
Yeah.
It makes inks that highlights the shading and the sheens of inks, and I mean overall it's quite pleasant.
Yep.
So and for me, although it is the oversized, it's a pretty light pen. So like this, uncapped and unposted, it's very usable. Not much issue for me. I wouldn't post it, but yeah. Anyway.
What do you love about it?
Definitely, what I love about it is the twisted facet shape they have, which again it's really interesting. I really enjoy that, and the absolutely stunning finish. I mean, that for me, this pen is basically just about the finish. The nice nib is a bonus, but and the nib is nice. The 1.3 is very nice, so I very much enjoy that. The finish, and I enjoy the nib writing experience. What do you love about your pen?
Well, again, finish and shape are very good, but also the way they have polished this, it is so smooth to the touch.
Yeah.
It's a really, really nice feeling. There is a Visconti My Pen system, so you can put stuff on the finial of the cap. We have tried to pick something that matches the color of the pen.
It.
Yeah, we did, which is very cool. You got the spring-loaded clip, you got all that, I think all of that, and indeed the writing experience itself.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely a very, very nice pen. Windy chimes in sometimes. We're sorry. What do you hate about it?
I will tell you what I hate about it. Okay, there are a few things that make me a little weary. First, the lip of the cap is very thin, and although there are no cracks on it, no issues so far, I am ever so slightly worried that at some point it's going to crack. So it is it's not like paper thin, but compared to the rest of the material or the rest of the cap, it thins out towards the.
And there's no center band or anything, so it's not really protected from cracking.
Yeah.
And stress, which I find a little worrying too.
The second thing that I'm not hugely keen on is the filling system, because my problem with it is that if you pull it out, first of all, I don't know which way to turn it. I don't know which way makes it go up or down, and there's no way to gauge how much ink you have in there. So I don't know, it doesn't, plus it sticks out of the end of the pen, and for this pen it looks okay because it has the front knob a bit as well, and it matches the band on here, but I don't know.
Actually it's not a problem at all, but it's
but it does stick out, and it's not a shape that is like the pen. It's like this weird little hat thing. So, not too keen on that, but I'm a sucker for pretty pens.
I agree with that. It's not, for me, it's not so much the way it operates because you can figure it out.
Yeah,
it's more so that it just doesn't hold so much ink, and especially if you have a somewhat broader nib like the 1.3mm stub, it does run out of ink pretty quickly because, again, it's just a converter built into the pen.
Oh, I'm just deficient. It says empty with an arrow and fill with an arrow, but it's still just a... I mean, like you said, you could figure it out. I mean, I figured out which way to turn it, but you still can't see how much ink you have, and...
I'll tell you another thing. Is it inked up currently?
No.
Another annoying thing I found... I don't know how well this is going to be picked up, but...
Well, I'm pretty sure with that sound that's going to be picked up.
And the thing is, I can't really do anything about it because you can't really... It's not a piston, it's a converter built in, but it's far out of weight, you can't really grease it. And I don't even know if it's... I don't think it's the piston seal, I think it's just something in the turning knob which I have been unable to disassemble. So it's kind of annoying that if you have that... I know it's just... These are really perks. It's just like what we call it, peeves, sorry.
Pet peeves?
Pet peeves.
Pickiness!
Yeah, nitpicking.
Nitpicking!
Just have more like no cut for you.
Sorry.
But you know, small things, but at this price point you want a pen to be perfect. Because
yes,
the
and
price
the MSRP is something like $6.95.
It's an
Although you got
expensive
yours
pen.
a little bit less, I think.
Yeah, a little bit less.
But I think that was just because it was maybe later in the game, and it's not
Yeah.
the limited edition version is more expensive
expensive,
because
yeah.
it's a power filler and it has an ink window. So,
That might not be a bad thing though.
yeah. So,
Would you buy it?
at this price, for this particular model, I wouldn't. But I would buy the limited edition version. And I very much, if I cross paths with that, I would probably get that one and sell this. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with that.
yeah.
Although it is an absolutely stunning.
It is absolutely stunning, but that's the thing. I'm on the lookout for the limited edition.
Yeah.
So,
Alright.
yeah.
Now,
Would you buy it?
No, I just said I agree with you.
Oh, yeah, okay, sorry.
The question is, of course, is it or is it not serious Nibbage?
I think, despite my complaints, it remains serious Nibbage. Because I have some issues with it doesn't mean it's not. So, I think the nib is lovely.
Yeah.
I think the comfort of the pen is wonderful. The shape, the design is really nice, and the material, the finish is just
Stunning.
It's stunning. So yeah. So regardless of me complaining, I would still call it serious Nibbage. But again, I'm on the lookout for the limited edition. So
Well,
yeah.
having said that, we hope this was useful.
We'll see you later.
Probably.
Yeah.
After this, I'm not sure anymore.
Bye. Oh, hello.
Bonjour, je suis StephenBrown.
Je suis GourmetPens. I guess that doesn't really work.
Comment ça va?
Ça va bien.
French lessons with SBREBrown and
GourmetPens.
Gourmet is French too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Anyway, today we thought we would have a look at this fascinating, serious Nibbage-like event.
Just for the record, Staples has just bought Office Depot for something like $6.3 billion or something. This just happened. So, okay.
It's amazing.
Sorry.
We're going to have a look
We should
at
start again.
this pen. This
The
was
highly requested Visconti Divina. Now, this is actually the Desert Falls, and someone has mistakenly referred to it as the Desert Springs.
I thought it was.
That's
but it's
fine.
not.
Let's
Apparently
talk
it's not.
about your first impressions.
Apparently, the Desert Falls is a Desert Springs, but with a
It's just not the limited edition.
pull and
version.
turn filling system.
You're
It's not
giving
limited
away all
edition.
the information about the pen.
I'm a serious Nibbage. I know everything.
Okay, I think we need to start over.